When I think about creativity, I typically think about people who break the conventional and traditional molds. So people who don't pursue ideas with obvious conclusions, people who kind of go against what the norms are, people who are willing to take a risk to try to reframe challenges and pursue innovative solutions. Anybody can be creative, and that's the nice part, is regardless of where you are socioeconomically, regardless of where you are geographically, regardless of any of your characteristics, everybody has the ability to do things that break the mold. What's interesting is even if somebody's creative idea doesn't succeed, just by virtue of them pursuing it and pursuing it publicly, it puts an idea out there, and it's an idea that can take hold somewhere else. For anybody that says they're not creative, or I can't be creative, well, one, they need to get over that, because everybody has the potential to be creative. It's a very easy thing to say no. It's a very easy thing to say that's already being done. It's a very easy thing to say that won't work. And it's the most common, commentary that you hear in any environment, whether it's a work environment, an academic environment, a research environment, or a business environment. And so, whenever possible, it's always good to, say yes. Whenever possible, it's always good to say, even though that seems impossible, it's worth pursuing. I work at a technology company, but I'm not an engineer. And one of the values of not being an engineer in a technology company is you'll sit there, and because you don't necessarily know the intricacies of technology as well as an engineer, you'll propose things that seem wildly outrageous or seem impossible. And likewise, engineers who are working on code every day, who maybe aren't as exposed to foreign policy or international relations issues, they might ask a question or propose something that's kind of wild and might seem impossible, but that in essence is creative. So if you aren't an expert on something, it actually empowers you to be creative, because all the biases that come with all of us being sort of too familiar with the material that we're experts on, basically aren't there. I mean, creativity is universal, but it's a concept, right? It's the idea of people doing things in an unconventional way. It's the idea of people breaking down barriers and doing things non-traditionally. That takes a different form regardless of where you are, and a lot of it has to do with the challenges in your society. So, given how difficult the challenges are for women, for instance, in Afghanistan, just the idea of a woman getting online and blogging, that's very creative. Whereas in the United States, you don't have the same set of challenges, and so the bar for creativity may be different. And so my point is, creativity is oftentimes a response to some challenge, right? If you're not responding to some challenge with creativity, then you're basically pursuing the obvious.